All right, y'all. Pretty excited. For the next 3 days, I'm going to be up in Wisconsin on a little lake, camping with one of my good buddies. You may have seen him in the last video. He's the guy that got me started in kayak fishing. But we're going to do a little bit of catch, cook, clean for you, and definitely try to catch some fish. Looking at largemouth, maybe some walleye, crappie, bluegill. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. I got the car all packed up, as you can see. We're ready to go. Looking forward to it. So this is base camp. And so this is where we'll be at for the next 3 days. Yeah, it's an addiction. That's it's.
Watched a few videos of guys out there. Maybe it was you.
Nah.
Yeah, kind of cool.
Thank you. Get out of your way here. So we're gonna do gonna go for some bluegill. I'm hoping to do catch, cook, clean for y'all. Yeah, we'll see what we got. We got night crawlers here. We'll trap by this dam here. Yeah. Wish us luck. That's a decent keeper. That's a decent keeper. Scott's got some crawlers. He's also got some fathead minnows, leeches. We're told that leeches are actually pretty good out here. I've never fished with leeches, neither has Scott, so maybe he's got some on the leech. And he's also got red worms too. I know bluegill and sunfish love red worms, but they also love nightcrawler too. So. Hey, make that 3 bluegill.
So guys, so y'all, you got a nice little appetizer for us. Yeah, not bad. Make pretty good tacos. That one's pretty big right there. But yeah, we'll go back and we'll clean them. And we'll cook them and eat them. All right, so we're at the cleaning station. Scott has the bluegills. Yeah.
So I was the panfish guy, and Ty ended up catching all the panfish for the day.
Yeah, but using your bait though. Let's see, maybe.
Had some epic fails with the net jabs today.
Just one, or did you have another?
There's the trout I missed, and then that crappie.
Oh, the crappie. We could have had crappie.
Should have made use of that net. So this is bluegill gutting 101. So step one, you gotta make sure you got a good sharp knife. So you're gonna come in, I like to kind of cut this little side fin here so it stays out of the way like so. Come right behind the gill and you're just going to cut all the way down to the spine. Then turn your knife, basically try and get it as flat as you can following the spine. So you reach the end of the rib cage, you can kind of feel there's no more ribs, and then you go all the way through. And then you can kind of press down on the spine to get all that tail meat. I like to leave just a little bit on the end for when I go to fillet. So then I'm going to come back up here by the gill, cut along the ribs. Try and get as much of that meat as we can.
Now, would you say this is like similar to crappie?
Yeah, it's basically the same for any panfish, really. We're gonna cut down. Got about as much meat as we can off of the ribs. So we're gonna complete our cut. So now we still have our fillet attached. We left that little bit on the tail so we can cut skin away. Then you can kind of press your knife right into the skin. It's gonna just take that nice fillet.
Nice fillet.
Rinse and repeat.
So I think bluegill is pretty good. If you haven't had bluegill, it's kind of like crappie. It's a kind of a sweeter meat.
Yeah, I'd say of the panfish, probably bluegill and perch. My top two. Less meat. Whatever you do, don't smell that hole. Got a kind of weird color to it. Weird cut on this one. Looks like it got a little too close to the gill. That's why we're getting blood.
So bluegill there really isn't like a bloodline to cut out or anything. I know like in larger fish and catfish there's a bloodline you got to cut out. If you cut it out, it makes it not taste so fishy.
Yeah. Yeah, most fish, I mean, beyond bluegill, I would bleed. Especially trout or salmon. Always nice having a public fish cleaning station.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about raccoons finding another piece of meat.
Yeah, hopefully they're not back at the campsite eating our potato chips. Or our minnows.
Well, you know, they probably are.
So sometimes on a bigger bluegill, you can kind of come back to the ribs when you're doing this cut and get some more meat off of the ribs and the belly.
Nice. Nice little
a
appetizer.
real nice appetizer for our brats here in Wisconsin.
Yes, we are in Wisconsin. And you cannot be in Wisconsin and not have brats. Or say ope. So this is all for the skinning. Next is the cooking. How are we gonna cook these?
Well, let's show you.
Not too bad. So, Chef Scott is making beer brats.
Just to note, the raccoons were back at camp trying to eat the buns that we're about to eat.
We were literally gone for like 5 minutes. Yeah. Might take a little bit actually. So what do we got going on here?
So, we well-deserved feast after tromping around through the driftless area in Wisconsin, trying to find trout and kayaking Black Hawk Lake. So we got only the finest Wisconsin sausages, Usinger's smoked bratwurst with jalapenos and cheddar. We got New Glarus Pilsner, their new Pilsner that they just came out with. We're gonna do some beer brats here. Onions, salt, pepper, beer. So we're gonna let those sausages cook in all of that delightful goodness. We got our oil heating up here. And we got our bluegill, freshly cleaned. And Andy's fish breading Cajun flavor, only the finest for these bluegill. Alright, We got some nice hot oil here. We got our fresh bluegill. So we're just gonna take that, cake it in that delicious Andes Cajun fish breading right into the hot oil. Next to walleye and perch, I think bluegill and perch are probably two of my favorites.
Yeah, bluegill. I go the other direction though. I'm more partial to catfish.
Brats are looking mighty fine. Crank that down a bit. Right on the grill.
Go. Alright, let's check out these brats.
Just about perfect.
That smelling smells so good. This is what camping's all about. Brats, on a grill, fish. Don't hate it.
Take a little bit of this. We're gonna take a little bit of these.
Oh, we can't forget about the onions. Can't forget about the onions.
Some of that coarse ground.
How do I get you to cook for me all the time?
I'm available for hire. Couple of these golden crispies. Thank you, Ty.
All right. So, this is dinner. A little late, but we had a pretty big lunch anyway, so try out a golden crispy. Oh, dude,
Andy's fish breading.
that's so good. Oh my goodness. Not fishy at all, just All right, I'm gonna eat. Bye.